And welcome back to tonight's special debate show. We are going to go live to our very own John Bachman, who is covering the debate live at the Reagan Library. John, set the scene for us. Tell us what you're seeing, what you're hearing, what's going on down there right now.
Well, guys, it's a beautiful day here in Simi Valley, California. Earlier today here at the Reagan Presidential Library, we watched a lot of the candidates roll up. They walked around the debate stage, getting comfortable with the surroundings, everybody coming in one at a time. They're all now, the main candidates who are going to be participating in the main debate, they are back in their green rooms, which are really just trailers off the main stage. We're getting ready for the earlier debate to kind of get going here as well. One thing I think that will resonate throughout both of these debates is candidates trying to make some noise. We've seen this with Bobby Jindal very recently, coming out very strong against Donald Trump. Earlier today I had a chance to talk to him about the difficulties doing that when you're not actually going to be on the stage with Donald Trump, and how you do that here at the Reagan Presidential Library while trying to adhere to Reagan's 11th commandment. Here's what Jindal had to say.
The substance of Donald Trump is very different from the idea of Donald Trump. We've got a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to rescue the idea of America. Let's turn to our proven conservative ideas, not a narcissist who only believes in himself. He's borrowed Reagan's phrase, making America great again. That's wonderful. Reagan believed in that and applied conservative principles. Donald Trump just believes in Donald Trump.
Now, another candidate I'm going to be watching to see if he can break through tonight is John Kasich. John Kasich has been rising in the polls a little bit here, and we talked to some folks today about his ability to kind of be the candidate that can actually win a general election. I had a chance to talk to former Senate Majority Leader Trent Lott, senator from Mississippi, about why he is endorsing John Kasich. Here's what Trent Lott had to say.
When I go around the country, people are saying to me, what's wrong with Washington? They can't seem to agree on or get anything done. John Kasich has a long record of having achieved things in every step of his career. I think we're going to see that and hear it tonight.
Well, it doesn't hurt that he has a 60% plus approval rating in the state of Ohio, which last I checked, you can't win the White House without winning the state of Ohio.
Well, that's true. That's a very important state. But John has a lot of appeal in the South, too, where I'm from. My own state is really rallying for John Kasich. I think he's going to have good support across the South. And we're going to have an SEC voter day this year, which could be very interesting to watch the entire South vote on the same day.
Will be very interesting. Now, when folks say maybe John Kasich isn't conservative enough, we nominated a moderate last time. What do you say to those folks?
Look, I know John Kasich. I've known him well for 35 years. I served with him in the House. John Kasich is conservative on the budget, on the defense of our country. He knows foreign policy. He's been out there in the private sector and learned a lot of things there. He's been a very successful governor. He turned a deficit into a surplus. At every step along the way, John has been a successful conservative leader, but he also has a heart. What we're missing in Washington right now is one word, leadership. John Kasich has that ability.
All right, so John Kasich, he has that leadership experience both as a governor, currently in Ohio, and as a past member of Congress. Is he going to be able to break through in this debate and kind of rise above the noise? We know that Ben Carson and Carly Fiorina are going to be going after Donald Trump. The other big difference I think you guys will notice in this debate compared to the last debate with Fox News, it's going to be a much smaller crowd, less than 500 people. Also some very prominently placed people like Sheldon Adelson. He'll be in the front row, so a lot of the candidates will be talking to him. So is it going to be foreign policy that folks are going to be talking about? Is it going to be domestic issues? Definitely there'll be a different feel to this debate for sure, and the candidates are going to be trying to go one-on-one. I think a lot of them, though, at the end of the day are going to be going against Donald Trump. Even Bobby Jindal in this debate where the candidates are just now getting on the stage, and then later on at night when Donald Trump will be bracketed by Jeb Bush on one side and Dr. Ben Carson on the other side. So it should be a very interesting evening. Back to you guys in New York.
Hey, John, before we let you go, I know you've got an advanced look at the chart where everybody's going to be standing. Can you tell us who's going to be center stage and getting most of the attention?
Well, in the main debate, the center stage is going to be Donald Trump. Directly to his right on screen is going to be Jeb Bush. Directly to his left on screen is going to be Ben Carson. So that's going to be an interesting matchup. Carly Fiorina is going to be off a little bit to the right, and the rest of the candidates, it's going to be hard for them to maybe go after Donald Trump. But I think the way the debate is kind of stacked up against Donald Trump, two of his biggest adversaries, at least as of late, are going to be on either side. And they're also very close together. With 11 candidates on stage, there's not a lot of room up there. So it could be very intimate in some of this head-to-head debating that is supposed to take place.
Okay, thanks, Don. We're going to look forward to speaking to you later as you join us for our continuing coverage of tonight's debate, which begins at 10 and goes well into the night. So, guys, I don't know. I mean, you got projections here. Let's start with you, Brad. Who do you think is going to be the star tonight?
Look, I think Kasich actually really could shine tonight, but I think the thing to watch for is watch for Carly to take her swipes at Donald, and he deserves them. All she has to do is say, when you said look at that face, what did you really mean?
Okay, so what you're predicting then is more personal stuff and less substance tonight, you think?
I think there's going to be at least from her, and I think that probably Carson will try and bring a kind of dignity to it, which he does. It's actually hard to often tell what he's specifically standing for. I think that will be at the center.
Joe, who's your dark horse choice?
I don't know. I think Kasich. Once people get to know him a little bit more, this is really a lot of yelling going on at this point. So once it settles down, I think that's where he's going to shine. People think he's
and this,
reasonable.
Joe.
You know my horse.
Well, I know who you like, but who's it going to be?
Marco Rubio, I had winning the last debate.
Right.
We haven't heard a peep from him since. He's down to 2% in the polls.
Very interesting. Watch for Marco Rubio. Watch for Jeb Bush. Watch for Scott Walker to make some kind of a move tonight to become relevant again. Because if they don't,
he's gone.
They're done.
It's called a Hail Mary.
All right, so who do you think is going to win tonight's debate? We want to know. Go to newsmaxtv.com/comments. Let us know who you think is going to be the big winner. Also, be sure to tune in tonight beginning at 10 p.m. Eastern for our live debate coverage. You can even weigh in on the fun by registering for our instant poll where you can pick up tonight's winner. Sign up now at newsmax.com/judge. That's newsmax.com/judge. Coming up next, how many people are going to be watching tonight's debate? We'll give you the answer right after this.